Good afternoon, children. This is Hanuman sir here. In the previous classes, you have studied the classifications of given data into ungrouped as well as grouped frequency distributions. You have also learned to represent the data pictorially in the form of various graphs such as bar graphs, histograms, including those of varying width and frequency polygons. In fact, you went a step further by studying certain numerical representatives of the ungrouped data, also called measures of central tendency, namely mean, median, and mode. In this chapter, we shall extend the study of these three measures, that is mean, median, and mode, from ungrouped data to that of grouped data. Okay. Every day we come across a lot of information in the form of facts, numerical figures, tables, graphs, etc. These are provided by newspapers, televisions, magazines, and other means of communication. These may relate to cricket batting or bowling averages, profits of a company, temperatures of cities, expenditures in various sectors of a 5 years plan, polling results, and so on. These facts are figures which are numerical or otherwise collected with a definite purpose are called data. So data is the plural form of the Latin word data, datum. Of course, the word data is not new for you. You have studied about data and data handling in your earlier classes. Our world becomes more and more information oriented. Every part of your lives utilize data in one form to another form. So it becomes essential for us to know how to extract meaningful information from such data. This extraction of meaningful information is studied in a branch of mathematics called statistics. The word statistics appears to have been derived from the Latin words status, meaning a political state. In its origin, statistics was simply the collection of data on different aspects of the life of people useful to the state over the period of time. However, its scope broadened and statistics began to concern itself not only with the collection and presentation of data but also with the interpretation and drawing of interferences from the data. So statistics deals with collection, organization, analysis, and interpretation of data. So the word statistics has different meanings in different contexts. Let us observe the following sentences. May I have the latest copy of Educational Statistics of India? I like to study statistics because it is useful in day-to-day life. In the first sentence, statistics is used in plural sense, meaning numerical data. These may include a number of educational institutions of India, literacy rates of various states, etc. In the second sentence, the word statistic is useful as a singular noun, meaning the subject which deals with the collection, presentation, analysis of data as well as drawing of meaningful conclusions from the data. So in this chapter we shall briefly discuss all these aspects regarding data. Let us begin with an exercise on gathering data by performing the following activities. So heights of 20 students of your class. In the first case, when the information was collected by the investigator herself or himself with a definite objective in or his mind, the data obtained is called primary data. Heights of 20 students of your class is the first case when the information was collected by the investigator himself with a definite objective in his mind. The data obtained is called a primary data. In second one, Number of absentees in each day in your class for a month. Number of absentees in each day in your class for a month. In the second case, when the information was gathered from a source which already had the information stored, the data obtained is called secondary data. Such data which has been collected by someone else in another context needs to be used with great care, ensuring that the source is reliable. So, number of members in the families of your classmates, heights of 15 plants in or around your schools, right? So, did they collect the information from each and every student, house or person concerned for obtaining the information? And in second case, did they get the information from some source like available school records? So, by now, you must have understood how to collect data and distinguish between primary and secondary data. So, the 5 examples of data that we can gather from our day-to-day life are: number of students in our school, number of students in our class, number of fans in our school, electricity bills of our houses for last 2 years, election results obtained from television or newspaper, literacy rate figures obtained from educational survey. Of course, remember that there can be many more different answers here. So, the first, second and third, that is number of students in our class, number of fans in our school, electricity bill of our house for last 2 years are the examples of first primary data. And fourth and fifth one, that is election results obtained from television or newspapers, and literacy rate figures obtained from educational surveys are to known as secondary data. So it is clear about statistics is the numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. So, by Bowley states that the definition of statistics is a numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. According to Bowley states that the definition of statistics is a numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. And one more definition we have: statistics are the classified facts representing the conditions of the people in a state, especially those facts which can be stated in numbers or any tabular or classified arrangements. So, in general, statistics can be defined as statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing, interpreting and representing the data. I'll repeat this once again. In general, the statistics usually defined as statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing, interpreting and presenting the data.